Hey everyone, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, post, get your friends involved. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It is another beautiful day out here. Once, as I said it before, right? One, because we're blessed to be alive, and two, we're blessed to bring joy to other people's lives. Always remember that's the choice, though. The choice to bring joy to someone else's life is a good choice, and in my standards, right? My standards of a human being, when you're trying to put a smile on someone else's face, that just you're a good person for that. And especially when you do it for no reason. You're not doing it to get the girl. You're not doing it to, get the likes. You're not doing it to get an endorsement, whatever the case may be. You're not doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it because, it's just the kindness of your heart. But overall, man, I just wanted to say how everyone is doing. Lately, it's been a ride for me. I'll be honest. I've gotten an opportunity to speak to some really great people in my life, speak to some new connections in my life, of the different opportunities that are out there. And one thing I will say is I'm still in the process of trying to figure out myself a little bit. So whenever you're in a headspace trying to figure yourself out, give yourself that time. The fact that I have that time right now, solely because of my fiance. My fiance is not only holding the house down, when it comes down to finances. Like she's the breadwinner right now, and it's a reality some men or some individuals don't like to accept. But one thing I would say is, there's no gender role here. We're pretty equal across the board. She can go out of work for two years, and I'm busting my ass every day, just like, well, it won't happen for me, but vice versa. We're gonna take care of each other no matter what. So allow yourself that time, that headspace to figure that out. It's important to figure that out. It is very important to figure that out, because if you go into another situation, if you go into another opportunity, and you're not in the right headspace, you're not going to be able to be the best version of yourself you can be for that organization, or even the I would say that business venture for yourself. Even as an entrepreneur, you got to go with a clear mind. It's not always easy going in with a clear mind. A lot of people go through some things in life that even when you think you've gone through something, you wouldn't be able to fathom what they've gone through. So understanding where you are, of course, that tells a big story. Understanding who's around you. Do you have a support system? Do you have anybody out there that is interested in you being well? When you find that, harness it, hold it tight. Not everybody is going to be as like-minded or as driven or focused as you are. So you and yourself, you have to realize, okay, I have these individuals around me that are going to be there for me, support me, take care of me. And that goes across the board. I mean, whether people are that for you or you are that for other individuals. Always remember, there's always two sides to what you do. There's always the good and the bad, right? And the good and the bad could be good for them or bad for you, or good for you and bad for them. Ultimately, what I'm probably preaching every time I speak is it doesn't matter what you're benefiting out of it. Just the fact that you're willing to do something out of the kindness of your heart, that alone, that loyalty, integrity, like those things just it mean a lot. But that's something I felt like throughout this week has been weighing heavy on me. This is the first time I've been out of work for a long time. I'm talking, I've probably been working since I was 12 years old, so I'm Hispanic. Your parents, they got you working in a spot immediately. But with that being said, it's created that work ethic that I have. So even when you would say I'm not doing something, I'm still doing something. And I've been the house husband this week. It actually feels good. I'm doing laundry, putting things away, cleaning things up. And once again, my fiance deserves that. She shouldn't be out there busting her ass coming home and then having to do all this extra stuff. So, it's just a collaborative effort. And another thing that I feel like I preach often is collaboration. These are some of the skill sets that are required if you're moving forward and you're growing. You can't expect different results by doing the same thing. It's a common saying, right? People say that all the time, and you got to change it up a little bit. That's one of the biggest reasons why I'm right here recording in front of everyone right now, is the fact that I wanted to change it up a bit. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to reach people. And through reaching people, I wanted to also connect them, because, they say, I believe it's called 6 degrees of separation. You're that close to someone out there. You don't know it, and because we're not talking enough, we're not communicating enough. But that's the reality of what's growing in this world. The technology, how it's growing. Some people can say, oh, we're all at the table on the phones and not talking to each other. But yet these are the devices that skyrocket people's lifestyles, careers, how you stay connected. I co-parent. My kids have an amazing mother, an amazing stepfather at home in Philadelphia. And the way I'm in communication with them, just like the way she's in communication with them when they're here, we couldn't have done that without technology. It's something it's a blessing. It's a blessing, and if it's used for the wrong reasons, it becomes harmful, right? But for the most part, it's a blessing. So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to kind of talk about, my week and how it's going. I know I'm posting videos daily, but just some of the stuff in the background, I choose not to claim perfection. I definitely seek it daily. I try my best to be perfect at everything I do daily. But I understand perfection is just unattainable, right? But if we strive for perfection, we'll definitely get something great out of it. But other than that, you guys, as I've said before, please, please, please subscribe, like, share, post. I told you the content's going to grow. My day's going to grow. Things that I'm doing is going to grow. And every day is just a new experience. It's a new journey. Just things that I'm doing here, things that I'm doing at home. I'm drinking tea a lot more too. Tea's amazing. Black tea. It's a breakfast blend that my fiance got. It's pretty good though. But yeah, you guys take care. Appreciate you guys always for tuning in. Remember, you're great. I say this all the time. You're blessed. Acknowledge and find those either first understand what are your blessings and then acknowledge them, appreciate them. You guys, if you're watching this, you're probably doing something that a good percentage of the world can't do at this moment. So understand that there's blessings out there. It's me giving my time, spreading positivity and good things in the world. It's you guys taking it in, listening, spreading that and sharing it with the world. It's just the way we function. But thank you guys, as always, for taking the time to be on. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, post, and catch me on all my social media platforms. Take care, y'all.